What are the three must-have attributes of aspiring CPOs?
Now, good question, and this is a very relevant question because the skill set continues to change as everything is in a constant state of flux. So the three big things right now that we would ask aspiring CPOs to be very cognizant of are number one is on the collaboration. So collaboration, skill set. So that ties in very closely with the EQ part, and by that we mean to be able to work with stakeholders, gain buy-in, and be able to influence within the organization. So collaboration is the first and foremost. Second one is having that broad business perspective. Now that you have a seat at the table, you're now a CPO, you're expected to understand the business completely, right? Understand how you impact the top line, the bottom line, and all the lateral functions as well too. So broad business perspective. And third, most important one, I would say, is to have the humility. Have the humility to know that you are a newbie. You have to come in and build credibility. And you build credibility by having quick successes, gaining trust, engaging the important stakeholders, and remembering that you still have a lot to learn, and you will deliver on that, but humility is what will give you credibility.
Why do organizations want to recruit people with these entrepreneurial skills?
So this skill set has become extremely important for the type of talent they seek for the future. So this is these talented individuals, these entrepreneurs, are change agents. They're not risk averse. They're willing to think big, right? They have the big ideas, and a lot of it is because of their perspective coming from the digital age, the technological perspective that they have. So when they come in and they have ideas that most organizations would be resistant to, they could be stifled by bureaucracy, or people are complacent in status quo. So you need to bring in people like this. Organizations need to bring in people like this to help break that down, to help bring that new, fresh ideas and say, look, this is how it can be looked at. Here's what's happening outside. Here's how we can benchmark. So these entrepreneurs are natural at this innovation part, because ultimately these entrepreneurs will help you drive that innovation that companies need today to be successful in this age of disruption.
We talk a lot at Procurious about digital natives. How can procurement teams attract these digital natives?
So this goes back to, this is also a very interesting question. So this goes to progressive procurement organizations that understand the value that technology brings, not just to their function, but to the broader organization, right? So if, as a procurement group, if you are cognizant of the value that a spend analytics tool will bring, you understand the value of e-sourcing, whether it's auctions, whether it's ERFQs, or whether it's SRM solutions, or different platforms that are emerging, right? So when you are adopting those tools, when you are at the cutting edge of those and realize the value of those, so that's on the business side, but even internally, right? So if they know that we have good communication tools internally, right? We can use Yammer or our own instant chat or whatever the case may be. When you have a culture and an environment like that, you will attract those data-driven, those tech-savvy millennials and Gen Zs now that will want to come work for your organization because they will see that they can have an impact. They'll have the tools and resources on the digital and tech side, and they'll feel comfortable because they've grown up with those. They know those tools, and they can help the organization move forward through easy adoption and more ideas and benefiting from that.